Welcome back to the channel. This week's vlog is going to feature me working on custom orders, holiday orders. You'll see some of the new products that I'm adding to the website as well. I know in the last vlog I showed you guys the crochet shrug. I did finally finish it and I gifted it to my niece. It fit her perfectly. And the garment I'm working on this week is the hexagon cardigan. So you'll see that in this week's video as well. All right, let's get started. Okay, here's my stack of squares, and I think I have 13, so I need one more, and then we will be ready to connect them. Surprisingly, the squares don't take me that long to make. I think I make one square in about 6 minutes. So now I just know the real time consumer is going to be connecting all of these. Okay? And I'll be back when we have our scarf almost complete. So now I am connecting my granny squares, and I chose to sew them, and I watched a few videos on different ways to connect your squares, but sewing it just seemed like less mental energy right now. So that is what I'm doing. And I like to sew and then put a little knot after I go through both of the loops there. So you'll see me go under both loops on this side and then the other side. And then before I pull it, I will put my needle back through this larger loop here, and that gives me a knot. Okay? I'm just going to connect the squares, and I'll be back to show you what the finished scarf looks like. Here is the finished crochet doll. This is a custom doll. You can find them on my Etsy page. They're always there. And you can request the doll's hair color, her skin tone, her little outfit. This little doll has a tutu, so she is a ballerina dancer. And the customer requested that the child's name be on the front of the doll, so I've added that here. And I made the hair with the pom-pom maker. If you like these little dolls, you can find the tutorial to make them on the YouTube channel My Pretty Brown Doll. And the creator of that channel and the tutorials is Yolanda Jordan. My Pretty Brown Doll. Happy Tuesday. What you see me working on here is the mini crochet stocking. This pattern comes from YouTuber A Crafty Concept. You can find the tutorial on her channel. And I just love this little stocking. I like to make them for the holidays because I love the texture. She uses bobble stitches to make the texture here in this stocking. And I just added some faux fur to the top of the stocking as the trim. Just a lot of fun to make during the holidays. Okay, this is the finished ruffle hat, and I'm about to give it to my coworker. And these ruffles took a long time. I only did 2 rows, and I used up almost all of this skein. This is the Loops and Threads Bulky Twist. It's a cotton and acrylic blend, but you can see the ruffles alone took up most of that skein. Okay, so it's cute, and we're ready to give it to the recipient. And I've completed the body of this doll order. She is about 14 inches tall. So this pattern comes from Yolanda Jordan, and she is the author and creator of My Pretty Brown Doll. So that's her book title as well as the title of her YouTube channel. You can find the pattern for this doll there. So right now I'm working on her shoes, and I gave her 2 pom-poms as well. She's a little cheerleader. I used my trusty pom-pom maker to make her hair. I have 2 of these, so I have them in different sizes. I used the large one for the hair, and I used the smaller one for the pom-poms. And I actually had some pom-pom makers from the dollar store, and they were okay, but they kept like falling apart. So if you're not familiar with how the pom-pom maker works, like these things do, they come open, and this does come apart like this. But the dollar store ones fell apart very easily. It's not supposed to come apart that quickly. So if you are making pom-poms, I highly recommend investing in a good pom-pom maker. This is a Clover one. I got 2 of them in the pack. I believe they were between $10 and $12 for the 2 of them. And I love this thing. It gives me fantastic pom-poms, okay? So right now, like I said, I'm working on her shoes. I have to do her ears, I'm also going to glue some little rhinestone earrings to those ears once I get them on her head. And she will be ready to ship out. I'll probably put a little bow in her hair as well. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, here she is. Our doll is complete. And this was a custom order. So the customer was able to select the hair color, the hairstyle, the skin tone. I just attached her ears and I gave her some little rhinestone earrings, one on each side there. And I made her afro puff with my pom-pom maker I showed you earlier, as well as her pom-poms. And she is a little cheerleader in her orange and green outfit. She's representing Florida A&M University. And she's got her little shoes here. And she is ready to be packaged and shipped out. And if you'd like your own custom doll, you can find her on my Etsy shop. That link is in the description of the video. Here I'm visiting the TJ Maxx and I'm finding crochet kits. I always find crochet kits in there. And you may remember last year I visited the TJ Maxx in Delaware and I showed you guys in the video. Now this is the Harry Potter crochet kit. Even though you see all these characters on the front of the packaging, it really only has enough material inside to produce 2 of the characters. Keep in mind that the hooks in these kits are usually 2 and 3 millimeters, so they're very small. If you've purchased any of these kits, leave me a comment and let me know if they are beginner friendly, because I feel like amigurumi is a little difficult for a beginner, but let me know. This kit was $11.99. Okay, so this sweater I've actually been working on for about 2 weeks now. This is the Crochet Granny Hexagon sweater. And this is not the first one I made. This is the second one that I've started. But this is the first one that I've made with a variegated yarn. And this is the Caron Confetti Cakes yarn. I'll show it to you in a minute. So I did the 2 hexagons, I put it together, and I just had to create some extra stitches here in the middle to make sure it fit. I don't know if I could try one now over this sweatshirt, but yeah, no, it's but anyway, so now I'm going to actually make this a pullover. I have to do the stitches across the front here to connect it, and then I'm going to do the hood. So you guys will see me working on that, and we will get the cardigan complete. Okay, so I have finished the front panel of our sweater. I did 4 rows of stitches on the left and then 4 on the right, and then I sewed them together on the inside of the sweater to connect it, and now we have the front of the sweater completed. So I'm going to start now on the hood here at the top. I did give you the wrong name of this yarn. It is Caron, but this colorway is called Cinnamon Swirl. Okay, and altogether I've used 2 cakes for the sweater, and I had to go get a 3rd one to start the hood. So we're going to do that now. So I got the pattern for the hexagon cardigan from YouTuber's channel, Passionate Kelsey. So I followed her, and then I looked for a written pattern because I wanted to make this a pullover and not just an open cardigan. And then I went back to her channel because she did have another video on how to, you know, turn this into a pullover. So I did that, but I also found a written pattern for the hexagon cardigan on Yarnspirations, and theirs has the instructions for how to make the hood as well. So if you go on the website, Yarnspirations, I actually printed it out. This is the crochet hooded hexi cardigan. So they give you the written instructions here. If you're someone who prefers to have it written, then you could easily go and find it there. But then I did go back to the YouTube channel, and so now I'm following her in making the hood. So I could be finished tonight, and of course I will have to weave in my loose ends, but I'm definitely going to be able to wear this cardigan this week, and I'm excited about that. I tried it on earlier. It's heavy, so it's warm. I don't know how warm it's going to be like once I get outside and like wear it all day, because it does have, you know, these open holes in it, but it is pretty warm. I'm happy that the sleeves are bulky, you know, and baggy. And so once I finish the hood, then I just have to go along the edge, the bottom edge, and like I said, sew in the loose ends. And we are good to go. This yarn, I want to do a video talking about the different variegated yarns, because so far I've used this Karen cake, and I also used the sugar wheel yarn from Hobby Lobby, which is a variegated yarn as well. I'm starting to see the differences in them. But what I have not used so far is an ombre yarn. So I think I want to try that as well. So we'll see what the next project is going to be after I finish this cardigan. But so far I'm liking the construction of putting the hexagons together to make a garment. I stayed away from garment making in crochet for many years. One reason is because I just knew it was going to take a long time. And it does take a long time, but it's worth it. I like having unique pieces, and I like giving them to people as well. So I will meet you in the next clip, and we'll take a look at the finished cardigan. Here is the finished hooded cardigan. I love it. I actually wore it to a Christmas party. I wore it to work during the holiday season. Everyone loved it. I got so many compliments on it, and I just love it. Now, you may have seen a lot of videos of people crocheting the hexagon cardigan. One thing they're not telling you that I will tell you is that the cardigan is very heavy. It's heavy. Keep in mind, I used 3 cakes of yarn to make it. That's because I had the hood. But it's heavy. It's very warm. So just keep in mind that, you know, it's not a lightweight sweater. And this is what it looks like on the hanger. I did make it cropped, so it's kind of short in the front. And here I am rocking my new cardigan. I just love it. This ends our vlog. Make sure you guys hit the like and the subscribe and share if you love the content. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you are working on and what you'd like to see in the next vlog. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. Thank you for joining me here on the channel. I'll see you again. Peace.